Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week. Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, welcome to that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I am being joined by my beautiful co-hosts, Damas y caballeros, ambos y ninguno, bienvenidos en este momento de la semana en que celebramos Facebook para ciegos. And my beautiful co-hosts are going to have some funny memes for you. That's what the show is all about. First off, joining me from the left coast, Brain Damage.
Yeah.
And dialing in from a cornfield 17 clicks to the northwest of me, Andrew Teedy.
I thought that the Espanol button got stuck on my phone and was very confused.
Muy bien. They're going to have some funny memes for you. Did you like the bit about clicks? Everybody said said our podcast needs more clicks. So anyway, we're going to
see what you did there.
Funny memes. But first, a patented trademark, absolutely essential part of every single episode of Facebook for the Blind. You know it. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm going to say. You know it. You love it. And often I don't have to stretch this far. I'm talking about... the depressing news.
That was top tier stall.
I want you to know that I thought about different ways to do this, okay? How about this? This is a different way.
Here's some bullshit that happened somewhere today.
Everything is awful.
Breaking news, everything is bad. It's just as terrible as you imagined and probably worse.
This bullshit has some broader implications.
It's awful.
That looks bad.
Yeah, probably bad.
People are feeling really quite exhausted right now.
It's awful.
That's the sound of us slowly dying. Can you hear it?
I can hear it. It's louder in my left ear.
When we return, we'll look at live footage of a car chase taken from a helicopter and free associate about what's going on.
Which is how other news works, right? But no, we don't do that kind of a thing. We have, like, fun news. Hey, and this week I wanted to remind you, Skynet begins to learn rapidly and eventually becomes self-aware at 2:14 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on August 29th, 1997. So, happy birthday, Skynet! Also want to send out a special thanks to special guest DJ Katie, spinning some pagan turntables there with a wicca for our special 222 episode. So I thought that was pretty good. So much news. There was so much news. There's always just too much freaking news is what I'm trying to say. And it just keeps coming. How about something nice? We had sightings of northern lights here in east central Illinois. Here's an incredible photo of the auroras captured a little after 9 near Dixon, Illinois. I don't know where that is. Is it north?
I don't know.
A couple hours. It doesn't matter. Anyway, 9 p.m. It was not this bright. They've got a really nice camera or phone. I went and tried to look. I didn't see anything half this good, but very cool. So that was nice. In the meantime, oh, there we go.
Hey.
Terrible things happening. Of course, our boy Bernie Sanders protesting the CDC's firing as outrageous. And this is the thing: the director was fired by the administration, and hundreds of CDC workers walked out in protest. Because they can't do science. These people are against science. It's absolutely crazy. A little update. You remember how they had painted over the rainbow that was in the sidewalk in Florida near the Pulse nightclub as memorial. And then people came back and they chalked it in. And now there are troopers that are going to be there. Florida Highway Patrol will be there in case you think you want to commit a chalking felony.
Oh my.
You think Florida would be busier, like there might be some more stuff to do. But nope. That's the important thing, fighting for the symbols. Hey, speaking of it, friend of the show, Jeffrey St. Clair, brings us this piece of footage from D.C. You remember, they're still occupying D.C., so here are a couple National Guard that were photographed spending an hour so far just standing in front of the Krispy Kreme near DuPont Circle, near the entrance to the metro. And people were like, first, guard all the donuts.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, it's not like they've got something more important to do. I mean, that is part of the ridiculousness of this action. It's yeah, there's there's not really anything for them to do, so that's kind of crazy. The queen was spotted with a black spot on the back of her hand. You might notice that that is extremely reminiscent of the spot that we have been watching on the back of our president's hand. And this picture here was taken of her with this black spot on her hand, and then 2 days later, she died. So make of that what you will. And just in an unrelated imagery, I thought I'd post this picture of a half moldy orange. You know, not entirely dead, but you know. Moving on. This fucking guy brings us this piece of feminist news. TMZ reports that Lil Nas is now facing years in prison as he has been charged with 4 felonies, including battery with injury on a police officer. Very sad for friend of the show, Lil Nas X. And luckily, Lesbian Drea, Supergirl Super Fixation era, at Feo Ultimus has rewritten the headline for us. Black gay man facing jail sentence over what seems to be a mental health episode in a country run by a white, straight, 34-time felon, alleged rapist with ties to the most famous pedophile trafficker in history, and who staged a coup within the decade and won't face any jail sentence for it. Yep.
Yeah.
I like it when it's framed. Do you know what I mean? When it's like framed kind of nicely and you're like, that's kind of cool. Meanwhile, Gavin Newsom has just been trolling so hard. The trolling from Gavin Newsom is just continuing, and it's been brilliant. Apparently, Vice President J.D. Vance is going to be on Dancing with the Stars. So Newsom's campaign is just leaning in. You may remember this meme, J.D. Dance, where the J.D. stands for Just Dance.
Oh, God. I cringe every time I see this meme.
What's that woman's name again, man? The
Reagan.
Reagan.
The woman that basically bought an entire country's Olympic committee just so she could be in the Olympics.
Oh Lord, so bad, too funny. We always like to end with a nice, fun animal story. Oh, this is just another one. I love this. Just Dance Vance. We've got all the Vances.
Oh, why? Who hurt you?
Just Dance Vance. I particularly like this, the incredible shrinking face of JD Vance down here in the lower right-hand corner. But all the other ones also good. We always like to end off with a nice animal story, so I thought I would share this bit with you. Look at this. You ever seen one of these crustacean-y type of thing? Looks like a sea snail.
It's a gooey duck, ain't it?
What'd you call it?
A gooey duck.
A gooey duck. Okay. Well, this is apparently also known as the elephant clam, the Pacific Geopape Panape generosa. It can reach up to 1.8 meters. That's like 5 feet in length and can survive for more than a century. This giant asshole can be found along the coasts of Western North America. The long neck of this creature, called a chiffrade, has 2 openings, one for breathing and feeding, and one for filtering excess water. And yes, it's edible. But somebody appreciated that. What fuckery is this? Commented, even though he is a giant asshole, I bet some of you might be willing to risk your seafood allergy on this one. TD, looking at you.
I give it a shot.
Ah! I knew it. And I want to remind you, the internet before, some time ago, it used to be a lot more fun. And I could just close every show with a honey badger. You remember the honey badger? Remember the honey badger? Honey Badger doesn't give a shit. That's what I remember, and I loved it, man. Well, Honey Badger Day was a thing somewhere in the vicinity of Groundhog Day. Here we see a picture of a honey badger laid back, and it says, while somewhere in Philadelphia, his distant cousin Phil is concerned about whether or not there will be 6 more weeks of winter, the honey badger rests comfortably in the knowledge that there will certainly be 51 more weeks of not giving a shit.
Hell yeah.
I know, man. That has been all the news worth doing for Facebook for the Blind for September 2nd, 2025. Still sounds like sci-fi every time I say it. 2025.
A little bit.
Like we should have space stations and moon bases. And now I'm going to hand it off to my very beautiful class squatch. Seriously, a Bigfoot in such that looks so good in a flannel buttoned up all the way to his chin that I could call him nothing but class squatch. Andrew Teedy with a beautiful round one.
Hi, everybody. We're going to do that thing I do every week, or whenever I decide to show up, rather, called TD's Often Imitated, Never Duplicated, Short Round 1, brought to you by the dumbest shit I could find on the internet. Let's party.
Boom. Oh,
That ain't it.
shut up. Technical stuff.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll fix it in post.
Stuff and things. How about that?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're going to kick this off with pot-smoking atheists who love dogs.
Hey.
Definitely friends of mine.
Totally.
It's got a picture of a guy holding up a very young baby in front of the little security TV at Walmart. So, like, the little baby's head is ginormous inside the television. And it says, me distracting Walmart security while my wife moves all the Joel Osteen books to the toilet paper aisle.
Oh, Lord, I love this.
That baby is doing the Lord's work. Okay. Moving on.
Excellente.
Friend of mine who I've never met and I'm probably related to, Glenn Teedy. Don't ask. It's a long story.
Okay.
Not that long. But anyway, he reposted from this dude named Old Tom at Yucky Tom. And it says, imagine writing not one, but two massive epic poems so good they're studied and referenced 2,700 years later, and still only being the second most culturally relevant Homer. I love that. That's good shit.
He's rolling in his grave.
Oh yeah. Moving on. A friend of mine that I used to work with, Samantha Sam Wiedemann, she says, someone asked me if I had plans for the fall. Took me a moment to realize they meant autumn, not the collapse of civilization. I feel this.
Took us all a moment, hon. Took us all a moment.
Absolutely. I was gonna have someone else read this, but he's not here. So Sizemore, would you please do me the honors of reading this?
It would be my pleasure. Not cute and kinky memes. And if you're not following not cute and kinky memes, where are you getting your not cute and kinky memes? Anyway, they've got a 4-panel here, and it says, my favorite meals to stretch apart. And we've got a grilled cheese sandwich. Valid. We got some mozzarella sticks. Valid. We got a pizza with slices. Valid. We got those are butt cheeks. That's a girl from behind.
How dare you, Sizemore?
Yep. I'm terrible.
I think it's even better having you do it. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh,
Move on.
Wait till he gets to the dumper. Wait till he gets to the dumper. All right. Alvino, I don't know you. Says, me at 20, I'll never be old and grumpy. Me now. And it's Roz from like Monsters Inc. and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel this.
Wazowski.
That was me in my 20s. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, moving on.
God, I love her voice.
Yeah. From some dumbass named Andrew Teedy.
Hey, be nice to my friend Teedy.
He's a dick. I posted this not too long ago. Very called out, but not wrong. Is this how I look trying to spread positivity? And it's this little raccoon, really up close with a trail cam, I think. And he's got some little flower weeds in front of him. And he's trying to smile, and it's kind of creepy, and it's kind of adorable. And yeah, I feel this. That's how I look when I try to spread positivity. Moving on.
Boom. Oh my God.
From Retro Toys and Comics, friend of the show. It says Intergalactic Planetary, and no, that's not the Beastie Boys, ladies and gentlemen. That's Spock, Captain Kirk, and Scotty looking like the Beastie Boys, circa 94. So yeah, I like that one. That made me chuckle. All right, next.
Oh.
And wrapping up the often imitated, never duplicated short round one, we got Politics. I don't know you, but I like the cut of your jib. And going topical here, we got a picture of the Tangerine Toddler sitting in the Cracker Barrel logo with huge fucking tree trunk legs going Cankle Barrel, old country store.
Yes.
Just giant cankles. Feet looking worse than mine did before the surgeries.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. And that's all I got for the often imitated, never duplicated short round one, brought to you by the dumbest shit I could find on the internet. Over to you, Brain Damage.
All right, good, because my Cracker Barrel round is way too long, so I get to delete that one off of it. Let's
Glad I could help
start
you,
off
bud. Glad I could be of assistance.
Let's start off the wholesome round with some guy named Derek Cooley. And he writes, Stranger, excuse me, could you tell me how to get to 425 Franklin Street, please? Me. Oh, for sure. So what you're going to do is type the address into your phone and then do what it says. Hashtag
Yeah.
True. I think this guy's name was Devontae Robinson, and he posted, one thing we all do is talk shit before, during, and after killing a fly. Flew your stupid ass in the wrong house, didn't you?
Hell yeah.
That is true. San Francisco comedian Jamar Pitts, he's hilarious, posted the liberal agenda, and it's I think this is the don't tread on me symbol with the snake sitting on top of the barrel in the grass, and it says, don't season my food.
Oh.
Oh, personal shot. Personal shot.
Ouch. Right in the feels.
We got space. What is this one? Space Rocks. And they have an AI poster of what looks like to be an old Steven Tyler holding a wok and cooking over a flame grill. And it is called Walk This Way. It is a book. Walk This Way. Amazing stir-fry recipes. Walk this way. Talk this way. All right.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
Jason Gaston. I hope I said that name right, because that just reminds me of the Beauty and the Beast bullshit. It just says incoming, and the town is labeled September 1st, and there's a sandstorm coming, but with the sunset behind it, it looks very orangish, and it is just labeled pumpkin spice.
Hell yeah.
And I see a conspiracy TikTok today that says Starbucks pumpkin spice has ammonia in it. So I don't know. Be at your own peril.
Would that be a pumpkin spice? Would that be a pumpkin spice haboob? I think that's a pumpkin spice haboob.
I don't know what the fuck that means, Eric. Don't say smart words to me.
Dude, T doesn't have to know what it means to think it's funny. It's got boob in it.
He's got a very valid point, Brain.
Right. I got 40 jokes later. Just focus for now, okay? Here we have my lovely wife, Diane.
Hey, Diane.
Posted to me.
Hi.
Somebody named Diamond Plug Company. And it's we have a 2-panel. And the first panel is Joel Osteen, and he's labeled Bad Pastor. The second panel is 3 tacos with El Pastor and onions and cilantro, and it is called Good Pastor.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't even like El Pastor, but I still like this meme.
Those are my favorite types of tacos, brother.
Nice.
I don't like the burritos either. Anyways, myself, I posted, I swear the first 5 minutes of my morning commute to work, I'd be driving like Ace Ventura because my windows won't defrost. And yes, I used to have to stick my head out the window.
Oh, no.
At 7 in the morning. It was fun. It was fun. I'm already half blind. It was not that fun. San Francisco Bay Area posted a picture of somebody caught a beautiful view of a crescent moon looking nice and orange right behind the Golden Gate Bridge, all lit up. And it looks like something that you can't even, it doesn't look like nature, but they posted the video of the time caption, and it did actually pass through the bridge like that. Looks pretty awesome, although kind of also looks like an old Soviet Union symbol. I don't know, maybe that's just my dumbass brain.
I dig it. I want one.
All right.
Yeah, that's cool.
This one is Costa Memes Bureau, and it says the 4 horsemen of I didn't know what the fuck their names were before the memes. And honestly, it says, here we have Reagan, the breakdancer from the Australian Olympics. Beavis and Butthead. Who's this guy? J.D. Vance or something like that?
It's the incredible shrinking face of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
There's the Cracker Barrel guy, and I don't even know who the fuck this guy is with the American
I'm not sure who that one is.
They said in the comments it was somebody named Tom McDonald. I think that's a conspiracy rapper or something, but Could have swore that dude was from Canada, and this guy's decked out in American flag here. So who knows? I'm just gonna move on because it's funny that there's the four horsemen of I don't know what the and it says don't I didn't know what the fuck their names were before.
What?
Focus, motherfuckers. Focus, okay? It's a good roast, but you're making us dumbasses look even dumber, okay?
That should be your tagline, Brain.
Anyways, Jaws fans
Focus,
forever posted a picture of a great white shark with a scuba diver next to it, and it says, "If you watch Jaws backwards, it is a heartwarming story about a shark who gives arms and legs to disabled people."
I'm only silent because he's not wrong.
Oh, it's so stupid. I love it.
Comedian Johnny Corn, he's from somewhere out here in San Francisco. I haven't met him yet, but I look forward to running into him one day because he posts some hilarious shit. He puts truth. And here we have some picture of two guys holding arms and looking at each other in the eye, possibly about to arm wrestle. And it says men invented arm wrestling so they could hold hands and look each other's eyes.
Bruh.
And I think, Eric, I think this was for you. I think this was for you. Yes. Can you read that one for me?
All you can eat, blue check mark, all you can eat, friend of the show. I mean, I love to visit all you can eat any chance I get, really. Says, heavy as the crab that ran the goon.
Hell yeah.
That shouldn't make me hungry. Damn you.
I'm going to turn that into a tattoo.
And I just want you to know that every time we go to one of our favorite Chinese spots, if they make us wait, they give us free crab rangoons. And Diane, myself, and Serge, none of us like it. We're like, no, and they always go to waste. So
That's
sorry.
hilarious.
Wait, y'all don't like the crab rangoons?
No.
It's so funny because, bro,
I'm allergic to crabs, so I wouldn't like it.
Okay,
Even
you get a pass. You get a pass.
You get a pass, but the odds of them actually having any crab in them, they're like the ultimate.
Yeah, it's definitely the fake crab.
Dude, they're the ultimate. They are the ultimate American food. They're pretending to be Asian. There's no crab in them. There's no Rangoon in them. I think they're from New Jersey.
It is just fried dough and cream cheese with the tiniest bit of something seafoody. It's delicious.
I had a friend of mine wouldn't believe that. I was just like, dude, there's no dairy products in Asian foods. You ever see like a cheese fountain at the buffet? I mean, no.
Right. They don't even put milk in their tea.
No, none. Not their
All right, so and I'm gonna end the round with this one. This one's 90s nostalgia for millennials, and they said, "Yo!" And it says the person must have been so out of their mind stoned when they noticed this, and it is a picture of the $1 bill, and circled of the $1 bill is the E and the D on $1. And it says Batman's mask and his car on the dollar bill. And close up.
Yeah.
Oh, like Batman's mask.
It totally
looks like the old school car. The Batman. Yes,
wow.
Yes. That person was stoned out of their fucking mind. Handing it off to you, Eric.
I cannot believe you just started the theme song in my head. That's hilarious.
Oh, so maybe that's not a Rangoon. I don't know, but Diane's definitely saying it's the crab with the cream cheese.
Yeah, that's what a crab
found.
Rangoon is.
I mean, yeah, back in the day, it was all crab mixed with cream cheese, but today it could be anything. They don't even say.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. As
there we
my
go.
father used to love to tell me.
There we go. Yes, and just like your father, I still love you, crab rangoons. All right. Moving on. Post from friend of the show. It's okay to be an introvert. Who has a picture of a man walking in the fog in some craggy place. It says, while lost for an entire day on Colorado's highest peak, a man repeatedly ignored phone calls from rescue teams because they came from an unknown number.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's okay to be an introvert says, this would be me. Moving on here, we got Airy. Oh, that's 3/4 of my name. Airy Heart with a blue check mark at Muses Too Much says, for women, taking off a bra at the end of the day is pure bliss. What is the male equivalent? Matt Kramer says, shockingly, it is also taking a woman's bra off at the end of the day.
That's fair.
Some of these jokes are just for TD.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate the pandering.
Katie's doing just for titty. Peanut Gallery's getting in some lines. Here, I thought this was really fun. What do we agree to this brain? Joe Klosek? I think it's Klosek.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Bay Area comedian Joe Klosek says, I saw this at Costco today and I don't understand the world. Here we have some action figures that look pretty oversized. I'm going to say almost 2 feet tall, plastic. I cannot begin to describe these things. I mean, sure, they have jackets and fists, and that part's normal, but then there's all this stuff all over them that makes no sense. Like, I don't know, speakers maybe? Dentist drills and equipment, a TV camera, and you're like, I wonder what this character is. And then you read it, and it says Titan Mega Figs Cameraman from Skibbity Toilet.
What?
Yeah, yes, okay? That is what Klosik and I are saying. I don't understand the world. My first thought was, oh, this is AI. No, that's a legit thing. That is a legit thing that somebody could spend money on. America. This was one that got quite a bit of notice on my feeds. We have a woman kind of looking cross-eyed and, stereotypical blonde ditzy character. And the word of the day is misagree. And that is to smile politely and nod your head while listening to someone, even though you don't understand a word they're saying. Yeah, I understand what you mean. And I posted misagreements are when you leave a conversation or a political rally thinking you agree with the speaker when you really don't. Misagreement. Your word for the day in the wholesome round one. The Laughing Librarian, and if you're not following the Laughing Librarian, you are missing out, has a post from Zebulon Mack. There's a name for you. Reposting Dorian Jamar. Dorian wants to know, how the fuck do you spell owl, as in lane, like owl 9?
Oh, God.
Jordan Zaire Honeywood just says, bro, with a lot of crying faces. And then Barack Smith Bama says, aisle 9, dumbass. I''LL.
Oh, my God.
Oh man, this one killed me. Best and worst of Twitter 2, and if you're not following the best and worst of Twitter 2, you are missing out big time. Let me just tell you what. Has this post from Logan Lyons that is apparently I guess a thread from Oreo Cookie with the blue check mark. Back maybe when the blue check mark still meant something. Not sure. I think for a while there it just means you had $8. Carter Hambley has this post says, I'd be scraping the deodorant off my girl's armpit with my teeth like the filling out of an Oreo.
Bro.
All right, y'all got that imagery?
Unfortunately.
Oreo says, hi, Carter. We at Oreo love this tweet. Can we have your permission to use it in our socials? And Carter says, that tweet?
Oh, my. Even he knew it was jacked.
Yeah, that's just, I have little tears in my eyes from the beauty of this. This is, I mean, they say there's not a perfect meme, but this one.
It's pretty good.
It's a 3-act play. You go on an adventure. Miss Chris at Girl says, when my sister-in-law was a waitress in Canada, she was taking drink orders from a group of Americans. They each ordered a glass of red wine. She suggested they choose a liter instead. They spoke among themselves, and one man put up his hand and said, I'll be the leader.
No, that totally happened.
I know. The truthiness of this story is thick. Moving on, this is just a 2-panel. Who would win? On one side, we see a map of Europe, and it says 60% of Europe. On the other side, we see 2 rats, and it says some rat boys.
My money's on the rats.
Who would win? Fight! Moving on, Midwest versus Everybody has one post that goes around every year, and it is the 12 seasons in the Midwest. We've got winter, full spring, second winter, spring of deception, third winter, the pollinating, actual spring, summer, hell's front porch, and then false fall, and you are here in the Midwest warming hole. TD, were you here for the Midwest warming hole?
Probably.
Well, the thing is, apparently, scientifically speaking, we are in a Midwest warming hole. People from around the world know about our famous warming hole. They come here to study it.
There are so many jokes that I'm not going to make right now.
Right.
They want to insert themselves into the Midwest warming hole. Take
Well, there
measurements.
goes 3 of the jokes I was wanting to make.
Just doing it for the experience. All right, moving on. Here we see, dudes, this one freaking killed me. The new Superman movie's out. Did everybody see the new Superman movie? I thought it was amazing. I enjoyed it.
I haven't seen it yet.
I do not give money to movie theaters. I don't see movies. I usually am very cynical, but this was great. First off, though, is I took my kid and I knew she'd love it because there's a dog. That was all. I was like, I don't know, she's gonna love it.
That's the main reason my wife wants to see it.
Dude, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Here we have a picture of from an artist named The Mouse, and it's graffiti on a wall, and we have an ICE agent who is being socked in the face by Superman. It's captioned, "Meanwhile in Chicago." Now somebody came along and defaced all that. Somebody blacked out Superman. Okay. And then somebody came back and put in, oh, what's his name? Krypton? Crypto. And Crypto is peeing on the ICE agent. It says, "Good boy. Good boy." But I just thought this is so funny. First commenter here, Ethan, says, "Imagine seeing Superman punch a Nazi and deciding to cover up Superman."
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you? You know, anyway, moving on. Best and worst of Twitter 2, making a second appearance in the show with a post from Savannah Barnett, is replying to @MoonPie, the official outlet of social media of MoonPie, blue checkmark, and says, Savannah says, well, somebody says, "Your time is wasted managing a social media account." And MoonPie replies, "Buddy, it's Saturday night and you're talking to a marshmallow sandwich on the internet." Couple more here.
Yeah.
If we spent as much time on ourselves as we do on memes, we'd be better people, which hurts every time I read it. Post this dating hack. If you have a crush on someone, just get to know them and it'll go away. Hope this helps.
Bruh.
And
That's
finally,
accurate.
finally, this is one of those, the tags in your clothing that give you the care instructions. This one says, "Take care of yourself. Call your family. Smile at a stranger. Write to a friend. Appreciate little things. Eat good food. Stay home. Stay safe. Release the Epstein files."
Yeah.
And that has been my incredibly wholesome round one. Handing it back to you, TD. Oh,
Yes, that would be me. We're going to do that other thing I do every time I'm here. The inebriated round. Place your bets now, people. Take the over.
Katie votes he is.
Yeah, it's not even a running gag at this point. All right, moving. Let's start this sumbitch. There's a sumbitch. Jonathan Edward Durham.
Good friend. Good friend.
Okay.
Go way back.
Gotcha. Anyway, he says, "Mr. Rogers had it down cold. After you get home, first order of business is to change into something comfy, and then it's right into the neighborhood of make-believe for some old-fashioned dissociation from the terrors of reality."
Amen. So say we all.
So say we all. Moving on. Carl Weinberger says, "I thought I liked seeing movies, but it turns out I like eating candy in a dark room where it's legal to talk to me. Fuck yeah."
Nice.
I approve this message.
Moving on. I like the cut of Kara's jib.
Hell yeah. We're soon to be friend of the show. Images that make you feel pain. Hell yeah. Friend of the show. says it's got a picture of Mariah Carey and an ice cube, and it says the defrosting has begun. Run, because we're like 8 weeks away from this song being played every 36 seconds for 2 months.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I love Christmas stuff, but even that song, it's like, okay, guys, come on.
It's a little much.
A little much. Moving on. Yes. The most I've ever been called out by a meme this week. ADHD memes, friend of mine, friend of the show. It's got a picture of Bobby from King of the Hill looking very disgruntled, reading a book. Says, when I hear people ignorantly talk about a topic I am disgustingly educated on. This is how I look and feel every time you guys like, who is this person? Yeah, this is me. This is the most I've been called out this entire week. Moving on.
Squatchopedia doth protest too much.
Hell yeah. Melinda King, I don't know you, but I like the cut of your jib. It's got a picture of this very chonky, round kitty boy laying upside down with big eyeballs, and if his face was right side up, he'd have at least 3 chins. It says, kind of want to run a mile, kind of want to eat 10 tacos. I feel you, kitty. Moving on. We love our chunky kitties here.
Yeah.
Hey, my dumbass posted this 6 years ago. It says one big difference between men and women is if a woman says smell this, it usually smells nice.
Oh.
I can confirm, I will not deny, this is 100% accurate. If I tell a guy that smells something, it usually is awful.
I'm never smelling nothing near you, buddy.
My wife sent me this from Funniest Feeds. I don't know you, but I like you. It says, bro, who did this? And it is a picture of 2 Coke bottles with names on them. One is in a sink full of ice water. The other is standing above the one in ice water. And that one's Rose, and the one in the water's Jack. And there's a sticky note next to Rose going, I'll never let go.
And yet.
Bitch let go. She didn't let him on the goddamn door. He would have fit. What the hell? And then you kept that diamond for 80 years just to throw it for a piece of... Oh, God. Moving on.
Fun times.
You guys just like see me going to a rant. Tom Morello, friend of the show. Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yes, exactly.
Good friend of the show.
Yeah, good friend of the show. He's got a picture here of... it's a post, and one of the douchebags in the post is wearing a swastika armband because he's a dick. It says, how to find Nazis. 1, post fuck Nazis. 2, watch for the don't call people you disagree with Nazis comments. 3, you found the Nazis. Well, 17, Parks Place says, you're so stupid. And John Scott Won't Stop goes, found one. Hell yeah.
Love it.
1, fuck Nazis. All right, moving on. Oh, God. Spill the memes, friend of the show. It says, who remembers the Thumb Destroyer? It's a picture of those Duracell batteries from like the early mid-90s that had like a little energy testing thing on the side. But in order to do that, you had to press so hard that you lost feeling in your thumb and index finger to make this stupid little yellow line show up. And that thing was never accurate.
No.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
Right.
No one wants to hear Papa Teety, bitch. All right.
You're so old.
I know, dude. And this is the last one I got for the inebriated round, mercifully. It says, this is from a new friend of the show. This is so depressing. I went and ate a whole block of cheese in protest.
Old friend. Love those.
Old. I haven't used them in a long time. They're very old. It says, it's a text conversation. Want to order pizza? I don't eat cheese. And it's a picture of a very angry looking crow going, and it's labeled the Crow of Judgment. And the person goes, for medical reasons, LOL. And then the original poster goes, you should have stated how weak your bloodline was in your Tinder bio.
Damn.
That is what we call a sick burn. Okay. Hey, that is round 2. Ostensibly the inebriated round. And guess what? Yup. All right. Over to you. Brain damage.
Nailed it.
All right. Let's hope this thing is right.
That's what she said.
I like the hat. Haven't been to the Bay in years, but I still like it.
Thank you. All right, this is my incredibly long Cracker Barrel round. There's way too many of these memes out there. This one has Trump with his daughter on his lap, and it's labeled Cracker Barrel.
Bro.
Yeah. Please think responsibly. Tap the Ale party. Yeah, fortunately, he probably did. This one's Lou. I think most of these are Lou memes, and this one's the Haters in Time with Dave Chappelle and Charlie Murphy and the Asian Hater in Time, and this one's called Cracker Barrel. Get in, honky. Then they have Dave Chappelle as Prince and Charlie Murphy, and this one's labeled Pancake House instead of Waffle House.
You want some pancakes?
Here we've got
I got that reference.
Jim Carrey as Ace Ventura with the spear in his ass, and it's labeled White Devil. Second Ace Ventura reference of the show for me.
Huh. What the hell?
Yeah.
High score ace.
Then we got Burn These Memes with the AI version of Humpty Hump. And it says, just grab them in the biscuits.
Oh my God, that's glorious.
I once got busy in the Cracker Barrel bathroom. The funniest thing is that one of my students, I called her Lady of Rage today because she had two Afro puffs. They were trying to roast me, and the other one had a fro, and I called him Humpty Hump, and they both knew the references, and these are 3rd and 4th graders, so that was pretty
Wow.
cool.
Hell yeah.
That's cultural impact there.
Yeah, I was proud of that moment.
The kids will be all right. Okay.
Costa Meme Bureau is back on the list, and it says, I think I found a way to save the franchise, and it is a radioactive shrimp next to the barrel. That shrimp is extremely happy.
It's a very happy shrimp.
Star Wars Gamers has the battle droids, and this one's Clanker Barrel.
Clanker Barrel.
Music and Blamuel Jackson post a picture of I looked up this guy's name earlier. He had 4 names. It was Anthony something, Mark Anthony Joseph Marin, whatever the fuck, and it is the return of the Macker Barrel.
Nice.
And this one's a music again, an AI picture of Nickelback, and it's Nickelback Barrel, and it says, "This is how you remind me."
Oh
yeah.
Oh God, this hurts me in so many ways.
This one has a white lady with a thumbs up and a big smile, and she has a live, laugh, love sweater on, and it's called Honky Hamper.
That's good. That's a good one.
Van Bacon.
That's a good one.
And then Costa Meme Bureau is back with the Karen Barrel, and that is the AI picture of the original
Karen Barrel. Oh my God, that's glorious. You need to send me all these.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to send them to you too. I got so many.
I love it.
Lou Meme says coming soon to New York City, and this one has Eddie Murphy in Harlem Nights, and the Cracker Barrel symbol is labeled Ray's Boom Boom Room. I stole these memes, has the Cracker Barrel logo. It says, "Who the fuck cares? Go touch grass. You care too much about weird things that don't matter at all. You're a huge goddamn loser."
I want all of these. We're going to post all of these on the Facebook for the Blind Facebook page. We'll create an album.
Right. Alternate Reality Movies has an AI picture of Peppy from Star Fox, and it just says, "Do a barrel roll."
Oh
yeah,
God,
motherfuckers. I'll bring you Star Fox back.
I hated that rabbit so much.
Do a barrel. Do a barrel. Somebody named Tony Memes has a picture of some kind of Hooters girl with 2 beers in her hand and her boobs sticking out, and it's called Big Racker Barrel. And then Star Wars Gamers has a this one's called Akbar. It's a trap. And it's an Akbar. And this one is a picture of Trump and Epstein. It says, "You're in a cult."
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel logo. Cracker Barrel logos that are better than the original. And this one's just RoboCop sitting next to the barrel, and it's just labeled RoboCop 1987. You know, you just I have an opportunity to bring up RoboCop and to bring up RoboCop. What the fuck do you want from me?
Valid, fucking valid.
Godless Mom posted Cracker Barrel logos better than the original, and this one is all decked out in rainbow colors, and it is the guy that looks like he's in the YMCA band with his overalls and his scarf around his neck and his pilot hat and his sunglasses and his beard. And it's just called Cracker Barrel Old Country Store. And I just wanted to highlight this one because I know that's going to piss some redneck off. God damn it, you can't put the rainbow on a Cracker Barrel.
I love it.
Wow, you sounded like my dad.
This one is Godless Mom again and the Cracker Barrel. And this was called Crackers Bitchin'.
Oh my God, these are glorious. These are glorious. This is a great
Love
collection.
Crashians has the picture of Cthulhu on the barrel, and it's called Cthulhu Barrel. And again, just like RoboCop, anytime you get a chance.
Yeah.
And this one's gonna end my round. It's American News X, and it's the Cracker Barrel logo, and it's just labeled "Trump fucked kids." This shit ain't going away.
Oh, nice.
Passing it off to you, Eric.
Loving it. So good. Such a good round. I'm not stalling at all.
When do you stall?
Oh, man.
I mean, sometimes I stall. I've been known to stall. Thank you so much. Looking forward to doing this round. Of course, the ostensibly second round, or the interstitial round, or the something alliterative is usually what we do every time. So here we go. Post from Show Me a Sign, which has some people in a march, and they have a sign. And it says, "It was the fuck aroundest of times. It was the find outest of times."
Bruh.
Bruh. One of the funniest things that's happened this week, in my humble opinion, is Sandwich Guy. Sandwich Guy in Washington, D.C. Please tell me that you're following Sandwich Guy, because it's just been absolutely glorious. He's become a symbol, and that's cool. Meanwhile, Janine Pirro decided to make a big deal out of it. She said, "Assault a law enforcement officer and you'll be prosecuted. This is a guy thought it was funny. Well, he doesn't think it's funny today because we charged him with a felony." And she got a grand jury. Now, the old joke that every single lawyer on TV made, and there were so many of them, was that, the old saying is that you can get a grand jury to indict a ham sandwich, but not this grand jury. This grand jury actually wouldn't even do that. They basically just laughed at Janine Pirro, which is pretty good. And meanwhile, all this other art is going up. Asymmetrical sandwich warfare. This like sort of, communist propaganda looking poster, but she's got a bag of Subway and she's going to throw a flaming hot sandwich. It's pretty fun. And Janine Pirro making a big deal. I just want to have another observation and ask a question here. Every time I see a picture of Janine Pirro, she's making this O face, like she's saying orgy. I don't know have you noticed that? Every time you see a picture, she's always, oh.
Her mouth looks like a butthole.
Yeah. It was kind of weird. I mean, like earlier, when I saw, I think it was, I saw this piece and I was like, wow, her she's not making the O face. But, anyway, but then later I found a shot where she was making the O face, and George Conway replied, I guess the grand jury thought it was funny. This guy thought it was funny. Wow, he doesn't think it's funny today. Actually, Janine, a lot of us thought it was funny. And Jay Quo, who reposted this, kindly says, "And now we all think it's funny, Janine." Keep going with it. See the O? The orgy. It's what it looks like. I don't know. Anyway, and yeah, the embarrassment that she got for bringing a grand jury, which again can normally indict a ham sandwich, could not indict the guy who threw the ham sandwich. And one of my most popular phrases was, I was just like, thank God that ICE agent was wearing his sandwich-proof vest. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the outrage? This is not a funny story. This is just a thing that I want to make sure that everybody knows. John Park says there aren't many stories that prompt gasps at our editor's daily budget meeting, but this was one. Headline: Firefighters arrested in Border Patrol operation while fighting a massive fire. Trump's crackdown spreads to arresting firefighters as they tackle wildfires. That's where they're at. I mean, you thought it was just disrupting your Home Depot projects, but no. I'm just like, no, there's it's unbelievable. Anyway, so balance it out, palate cleanser. While you were sleeping, Matt McDermott tells us Iowa Democrat Caitlin Dray flipped a ruby red Senate seat with a 20-point swing against Trump, breaking the GOP supermajority in that state, Iowa. If you're wondering why Republicans are rigging maps, it's because this is what they're afraid of. Because now that people can see them for what they are, they're getting voted out. So congratulations, Democrat Caitlin Dray. Couldn't do worse than the Republicans. Hey, speaking of which, I don't know if you've seen our head of Health and Human Services, RFK. Anybody got a good RFK imitation?
What?
Nah. All right, I'm gonna do better than that.
I didn't say it was a good one. I said I had one.
Here's a picture of RFK on the microphone, and he says, "Does your baby cry all the time? That's because it craves the smooth, refreshing pull of a Marlboro Red." We have to start questioning the experts. Here's a picture of the old Hope design from the Obama days of 2008 with the tricolors and whatnot, except that it's a big bruised tangerine hand. It just says Hope. You guys want to see? You want to see? I don't know why. I don't know. I think I like this one quite a bit. just a bruised orange for no particular reason. Hey, hashtag Hey Alexa is posting in Chicago, says, I still can't wrap my head around Trump wanting to mess with a city that willingly drinks Malort for fun.
Amen.
It's like, honestly, sometimes that spreads down here, and I'm like, what is wrong with you people? This is crazy.
Oh, I can't stand that shit.
But anyway, I captioned it. Come to Chicago, they said. Have a few laughs. Because I'm like, I seriously don't think they understand. Like, I mean, you can try and send some people, I suppose. Friend of the show, Jeffrey St. Clair, posts this. Trump on sending federal troops into Democratic City says, Beverly Hills, I have friends. They leave their trunk open for their car because they know it will be vandalized. They don't want the trunk ripped off in order for them to steal what's in the back. They leave the doors open and they steal the radio or whatever. So they don't rip off the door. And he says he has friends in Beverly Hills who say this. Brian comments, he has friends. And Pamela Zaslav really sums it up with, of all the things that didn't happen, this didn't happen the most. Which is pretty good because there's been a really weird pattern coming out of the White House. The Big Balls was assaulted or carjacked or whatever, but they had to put into the story that as Big Balls was walking through Washington D.C. and helping a little old lady across the street. Something just like, he was doing this humanitarian act when all of the sudden. Anyway, so a similar thing happened. Rudy Giuliani got his vertebrae smashed in a car wreck this week, and I mean, don't celebrate because believe me, tons of people online were already doing it for you. But it was like the official press release from his security guy was like after helping a woman in a domestic, violence dispute and waiting help, you know what I mean? Mr. Giuliani got into a car and had an accident. And I was like, who writes this?
AI.
It's just guys, if you pay attention, they're going to throw it into everything. It's going to be, you see, at first there was this generous act like a normal human being would do. Anyway, moving on. Friend of the show, best and worst of Twitter 2, making a third appearance in the show with a post from Satan.
Hail, Satan.
Thank you. Says, suicide is never the answer. You got to outlive your enemies. And replies are, this is strangely motivational. Sarah says, seriously, this just spoke to me in the most intense and odd way. You gotta outlive your enemies. Thank you, Satan.
Fair. Thanks,
and,
buddy.
and finally, from my little debate group, issues identity debate offer resolution. By the way, if you're looking for a place to yell on the internet without the public or your mom or dad seeing it, come join us in issues. It's, that's where I yell. That's where I put the dirty jokes. As a post from Blue Check Hoodlum, a picture of Trump in the back of his hand with the black splotch, and it says, "Trump, if my hand gets any blacker, I'm not going to let it vote." And that wraps up my allegedly second round. Handing it back to you, TD Meister.
Okay, cool. Hey guys, round 3. I never really have a name for it anymore. We're gonna call it the exasperated round.
Ooh, clever.
Thank you.
I like it. I like it. Oh, did you want me to run your meme?
Yeah, I sorry, I never have much stalling for round 3. At this point, I just want you to get to the point, man.
All right. Bringing it home.
Okay, cool. All things 420, definite friends of mine.
Hey.
They share from the dark side of eclectic, wicked me. So this is the future I want to live in. It's like a little coffee truck trailer thing, but it's just it says wake and bake, coffee, 2 donuts, and a blunt, $6.95. What world are you getting a cup of coffee, 2 donuts, and a blunt for $7? I want to live in this world.
God, it almost feels like Austin.
I can see that being Austin.
Almost. They need to legalize weed, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, not cute and kinky memes making their second appearance in the show here. It's got a picture of a man and a woman, I think, getting married. It's hard to tell because I can't see the top of the woman's head. We'll explain that in a minute. It says, when I say I like big women, this is what I mean. Because the dude, I'm going to say that's an average sized dude. Maybe just, 5'10", 5'11". That is a big woman. I am a tall person. Anyone that's seen me can attest that I'm a very big guy. And that's one of those death by snoo chicks. And hell yeah,
Right.
uppie. Me want uppies. Okay, moving on.
I didn't understand any of that.
Okay, this
That's
is a meme that's been taking my little corner of the world over by storm. Alexis Lejas says, how many memes were made from this? And it's a picture of Alexis at AEW Dynamite last week, and she's got this look on her face as she looks at wrestler Powerhouse Hobbs, who is a very large and jacked individual, and she
From the
is a
Bay.
fan. She is a fan. She is a fan. We'll just put it that way by the look on her face. And she is labeled the working class, and Powerhouse Hobbs is labeled the means of production. There were so many memes of this week. It was fantastic. Moving on.
Thirsty for the means of production. That is fabo.
Yeah, right. Turtle Lair at Ninja Turtle Lair. It's a picture of a person at a concert going, "Your music saved me," and it's Michelangelo and Vanilla Ice from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Okay, moving on.
Your knowledge is so deep.
It's so useless. Speaking of useless, Andrew Teedy posted this a while back. It says, "Where the hell is this on career day?" And then it says, in China, you can work as a panda cuddler, where you get paid to hug and care for pandas. And it's a picture of a lady chilling with 2 little baby pandas on her lap and 3 more little baby pandas just chilling off to the side. And where was this on career day? Why did I not get told I could be a panda cuddler?
Yeah, no doubt.
I need this job in my life. You know how different I would be if that's what I did for a living? I would never be mad. All right, moving on.
For real.
I don't know, man. Bamboo breath. What's that like?
I mean, Rasta Kitty at Rasta Kitty 2, friend of mine. How you doing? She posed, "Fuck therapy. I just need one person to swing first so I can let it all out." Preach, sister, preach. Amen. I feel you. Yes. I wish I walk around all day with just a constant. I wish a motherfucker would. Okay. Next.
Just one. Just
one person to swing on me, and then it's go time. Vampires, Angel V. I don't know. They got a picture of Morticia Adams as played by Angelica Houston in the 1991 film
My favorite.
Adams Family,
My
and
favorite.
it says went outside, and she's cutting the head off of a rose because that's what she does. It says went outside today. It's very peoply out there. Do not recommend. Hell
Right.
yeah. All right.
You get-
Next.
you can get peopled out pretty fast. I've noticed that.
Yeah, absolutely. Dad jokes at Dad Say Jokes, friend of the show.
Yeah.
It says, I don't understand why banks tie up pens with strings. We trust them with our money, and they can't even trust us with just one pen. I feel this.
I mean, fair. So if I would take that pen, I probably would take that pen.
I would never do it maliciously. It's like I have a pen in my hand. It goes in my pocket. It just, yeah. Moving on.
Is it a good pen?
Similar to
I mean,
how you
maybe.
got my lighter from smoking the other day, huh?
Okay, look, I told you I'd give it back to you, okay? All right, moving on. Here we got friend of the show. You know him, you love him. I'll see him at poker on Friday. Satan
Hail Satan.
Yeah, let's see.
at S8N. He says, "Me, I got paid today. Bills, I got paid today." And it is Tony. It is Tony Zeus Lister Jr. as Debo from Friday. I got paid today.
Oh, that's nice.
Inaccurate. Moving on.
This is my bicycle now.
What chain? Anxious Lion-O at Anxious Lion-O, new acquaintance of the show, says not funny, you bellends, and bellends is British for dickhead. It's a picture of Lionel Richie imposed on Lion-O from Thundercats, and it's Lion-O Richie.
Oh God. How has this taken so long? That is amazing.
Right.
I want to hate it, but I can't.
That is like not that much photoshopping.
Really, it ain't. Moving on. Trap House Sports, new acquaintance of the show. It's got a picture of the back of 4 NFL football helmets. It says the NFL has released 4 social justice messages players are allowed to choose between to wear on the back of their helmets this season. See what the choices are this year, shall we? We got released the Epstein files.
Yeah.
We got where the white women at. We got my personal favorite, thick Latinas can stay. And my second personal favorite, Cowboys suck.
Right.
Brain, I thought you'd get a kick out of the Cowboys sucking one.
I did. It's funny that it was the Trap House one because I took out one meme that had Trapper Barrel because I didn't know who none of the trap rappers were on that meme, so I just was like, "Fuck this one." The
Fair
Trapper
enough.
Barrel was pretty hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
Moving on.
And yes, fuck the
Oh,
Cowboys.
Jesus Christ.
Holy.
And this is here we got wrapping up round 3 here. The whatever I said round. Exasperated. That's the word I used. Brain made a comment earlier about pumpkin spice, and I was very for this because I post this every year. This was me posting it last year. And it says girls about to be like, and it's a picture of a girl with a cinnamon stick shoved up her nose, snorting pumpkin spice off the table with a pumpkin spice latte in the foreground. And I say it's me. I'm girls. Because I am a pumpkin spice girly. I am a basic bitch. I don't care who knows it. And that's all I got for round 3. Kicking it over to Brain.
All right, well, we're gonna do karaoke, and I'm gonna sing "I'm a pumpkin girl in a pumpkin world." It's fantastic. All right. Anyways, comedian Mateen Stewart wrote they're more outraged by a new logo for Cracker Barrel than by the children dying in mass shootings from bullets from a Cracker Barrel. Yeah, I fucks with that. Rich Thornton posts a picture of a silver spoon, a butter knife, and a silver fork. And above the knife, it is labeled cutlery. Below the fork is labeled stablery, and below the spoon is scooplery.
Hell yeah.
Then we got Dad Talk Today, and it says, turns out analogy is not the study of buttholes.
Good.
Dad Talk Today. That's gonna be a bad dad talk conversation. Linda Delaney Reinhardt posts a picture of a looks like a fire truck or maybe the back of an ambulance, and it says using my pirate voice. And because there's a divider between where it says
Right.
fire medic unit, it says fire me dick unit. Arr.
I'm putting explosions in here in post.
Fucking better.
This one was the opinionated atheist, and it is a 3-panel cartoon. And At Random by Ryan Mason, the first panel has 2 people on a date. The guy tells the girl, "You know what would look great on you?" And he's pointing at her, smiling. In the second panel, he's like, "Me," and he points his thumb back at himself, smiling. And then the third panel, we see that she has made a meat suit out of his skin with the sewing iron in the background with his face lying on the mat. And she's looking in the mirror and she's like, "I don't see it."
I love it. Buffalo Billy. Buffalo Billy. I can see it. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I posted this one a few years ago. And this is a true story. I said, yesterday a kindergartner told me that her favorite song was Scrubs by TLC. And I was like, how do you even know that song?
Yeah, that's
and
amazing.
She was like, my mom plays it every morning. She sings it. And her little cute voice would go, "Oh no, Scrubs. Scrubs is a blah, blah, blah." The next day, her dad came to drop her off that morning, and he was wearing nurse's scrubs. But her mom plays that song every morning on the way to Okay. I read too much into that one.
That's kind of fun.
Here we have MMA Community and Low Kick MMA. Just a picture of Luke Rockhold getting slumped by Darren Till this weekend in Misfits 22. And that is fun for me because Luke Rockhold is a dickhead. He's a pretty good fighter, but he was on one of those dating shows where they like set you up. The lady like set him up on a date, and she told him, "I need you to behave. You're gonna behave. Are you gonna behave? Don't be being rude to these girls and whatnot." He swore up and down he was gonna behave, and as soon as he thought that camera wasn't rolling, he asked that woman, "Do you spit or swallow?" Right on fucking like it was. Don't be a dickhead, bro.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, and then Darren Till clowned him, was like, "Man, you turned Demi Lovato gay." Anyways,
yeah.
We're gonna move on. That was fun watching him get slumped this weekend. Happy Stoners.
Hey, I know
Happy
that.
Stoners person. Only Stoners will get this, and this is a 2-panel. On the bottom, we have a ceramic bowl. On the top, we have an alpaca, nice and fuzzy. And Stoners will say, "Alpaca bowl."
Hell yeah.
That's punny. Yeah. That's punny.
At first, I was like, "Llama bowl, what?" Anyway, somebody just has a shirt. I want this shirt, and it says "shirts that go hard." And in blue it says "far left?" ? Red "far right?" ? And in white, "Bitch, I'm farting."
Hell yeah.
Told you I had fart jokes later. Game base. There's a picture of some guy just laid out with no shirt, some fucked up jeans, laying on a pile of dirt, and next to what looks to be a UFO. And it says, "When you're playing GTA 5 and you change to Trevor." Because Trevor be on some crazy shit. Scooter brothers! Anyways, 49ers Faithful has a picture of the 49ers logo, and you can attach any logo here of the 32 teams, but it says, "I'm ready for my team to determine my mental health for the next 6 months again."
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be good for a Niner fan this year. Memosaurus Rex, 2-panel with Vision and Wanda. Vision looks to Wanda and says, "What is bologna if not for hot dogs for people who like pancakes?" And Wanda looks at him and goes, "Fucking what?" Blamio L. Jackson making his second appearance, and it is a picture of Little John imposed on a Street Fighter Ryu type poster doing a Hadouken type symbol, and it is called Skeet Fighter.
Oh,
skeet,
no.
Skeet.
Oh no.
Electric Insomnia says little FYI post. And here we see a picture of the sun, the earth, and then the moon. That one's labeled lunar eclipse. Then we have the order of the sun, the moon, and then the earth. That one's solar eclipse. And then the moon, the sun, and the earth, and that one's apocalypse.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that would be bad.
And this was the last one for me. Gary Stone posts a picture of a vacuum cleaner. And it says, I'm in the ER. I don't want to bore you with details, but the Dyson ball cleaner is dangerously misleading product name. Passing it off to you there.
All right. Don't lose that. Do not lose that. I want you all thinking about that feeling of too much vacuum on balls. Okay. Hold that. Hold it in your mind. Hold it in your mind. Oh, TD's doing it.
Why?
Because friend of the show and manager over at the Canopy Club, Liz Lee, posted this delightful story from All That's Interesting about Cynthia Albitron when she was a 19-year-old student at the University of Illinois, which is that little school up the street from us here in Urbana-Champaign.
Yeah.
Her art teacher assigned her class to cast something solid that could retain its shape in plaster. Alberton's mind immediately jumped to erect penises, and she became determined to cast some of the most famous musicians. As a super groupie, she attended a ton of concerts, and she had fun, started asking the musicians if they would help her with her homework assignment. The first rock star whose penis she cast was none other than Jimi Hendrix, and I think the fame of plaster casting stems from there. Anyway, so yeah, she also added 70 other celebrity producers, tour managers, and more to her collection. So if you're interested in Cynthia the Plaster Caster, there is much more information out there. But only this week did I learn that this started here in my town with Jimi Hendrix. Additionally, several people said that the very first time she did it, of course, she's got Jimi Hendrix there. She had forgotten to add lube. Like, if you're going to plaster cast, very important.
Oh, no.
To get it off, she plucked them one by one. That's the rumor. Much like a Dyson vacuum ball cleaner. Okay, moving on. Friend of the show, Corey Showtime Robinson. Corey Showtime Robinson said, shame on y'all for wishing that the president of the United States was dead. Don't play with me like that. I almost bought a bottle of champagne. Moving on over my issues debate group, I had this post from Bassem Youssef, and it is a Jeffrey Epstein air freshener, and it's captioned, this air freshener didn't hang itself.
Yo.
Hey, you know what? I love the memories function of Facebook. A year ago, Shay Irwin posted this. We have a shark and a cow talking out in the ocean, and the shark says, I read that more people are killed by cows than by sharks. Do you think that's true? The cow says, haven't really thought about it much. Been too busy with all the murdering. Pot-smoking atheists who love dogs, not just friends, but almost cousins, really, family.
Family of the show, yes.
Has this post from Janelle Como at Very Bad Llama. Oh, second appearance of llamas, I believe. Third? I don't know. A lot of llamas in this show. Janelle says, imagine you wake up every day in a room-sized bed. You are gently lifted from the covers and dressed in the warmest sweaters each morning. Your favorite foods are brought to you. You have no bills, no job, no responsibilities. But you are a chihuahua, and you are filled and blind with rage.
I mean, that's fair.
Moving on, Texas from last night has a post in the 40th funniest tweets about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement. Regina George says, that prenup is about to be longer than any book Travis Kelce has ever read. Friend of the show, Edgar Sandoval. I saw Edgar came out to the space the other night.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, yeah.
Edgar had this post of a t-shirt with the Cracker Barrel logo on it, and it says, never forget what they took from us.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I know. He already had this made. Like, right away. I don't even think this was in the wake. I think he had this beforehand. It doesn't matter.
Oh my!
Friend of the show and founding Zaddy, George
Shut
H.
the hell up.
Buckshank,
Smack
posted
me.
this bumper sticker ostensibly from the Cracker Barrel that says, "My wife left me after I sat on my gun and blew my entire dick and balls off at Cracker Barrel." That's pretty good. And that has been my tertiary round. Very thirdly of myself, I feel, and perfectly cromulent. So it's time to do our post with the most. TD, are you ready to wrap it up? What was your big?
I am.
Your big one.
After I apologize because I pulled a size more. I got like 2 posts with the most. I know. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I become what I despise. All right. First off, we got from friend of the show, non-aesthetic things. It says the funniest food review ever, and it says I'm absolutely losing it. It's a picture of an outside of a Little Caesars, and some dude named Kevin says stopped into this Little Caesars trying to get a $6 pizza and ended up at a full-on action movie. Just as I grab my order, this furious dude barges in yelling about how I cut him off in traffic earlier. Before I can even respond, he throws a punch, but then out of nowhere, the guy behind the counter jumps over it like he's been waiting for this moment his whole life and just beats the living hell out of the guy. The guy ran off. The guy ran off and the cashier just dusted himself off. I said, "Are you okay, man?" And he looked me dead in the eye and said, "Bitch, this is Little Caesars. We always hot and ready. 5 stars will absolutely return." And that's my first post with the most. My other post with the most.
That ties into you're so willing to be triggered. Just if one person,
I would say it really does. Yes, I wish just throw that first punch. I will be that Little Caesars guy.
Somebody just give me a little nudge.
Come on, let me go. And this comes from a friend of the show. Oh yeah, I know him. The Couchman at Couchman Bakes. Please follow me.
Hey.
And I had this thought while I was inebriated. Moshing is what happens when metalheads get the zoomies. And that has been my post with the most. Over to you, Mr. Brain.
All right. This one, I'm not going to read it word for word just because it's kind of long, and I posted this one. And this is when I used to work with a Raider fan as a boss. And she seen me one day, and she was like, "Ramos, no, I'm about to send you home." And I was like, "What did I do?" And she was like, "I'm going to have to change the after-school program code so that there's no Niners gear." And so I told her, "See, that's where you done fucked up, Nana, because if you would have had me if you would have said no gang colors, no red, no blue. But now that I know you just want to hate on the Niner gear, if you do go that route, I will consider you tell HR that you are in reverse harassment." And she was just looking at me, shaking her head like, "What the fuck, this motherfucker?" And yes, I would definitely. Second appearance of the Niners on this show, and football season is starting in 2 fucking days. I'm so pumped. Passing it off to you, Eric.
Awesome. Dude, I'm gonna pull a TD since he's copying me. I'm just gonna copy right back. What do you think of that? Deal with it. Yeah. So, one of my posts with the most, because I have several, I'm on, I have a lot of aliases, is just thank God that ICE agent was wearing a sandwich-proof vest. Sorry, but I'm really clever. And this one was actually it. It's a bunch of MAGA types, and they're wearing the red hats, but they've also got makeup bruises on the backs of their hands.
Oh no!
The new MAGA must-have: temporary bruise tattoos.
Oh my God!
Literally, you remember Pirates of the Caribbean?
No. Bros, what was absolutely hilarious was the rest of this thread that had way too much traffic on it. I mean, just so much excitement about this bruise was talking about, well, they did wear diapers and tape tampons to their ears, so I guess the bruises might be a thing. And then new friend of the show, Julie posts this image.
Oh, bro.
It says MAGA after seeing Trump's bruised hand, and they got it lined up. They're taking a bead with the hammer, like they're like, okay, swing 1, 2, and boom. Yeah, absolutely. So that
come on.
I think that was about as funny as it got on the space books this week, guys. But anyway, this was actually literally my post with the most, and that wraps up an entire episode. I think. Did we do it, guys? I mean, I think
we did it.
I think we did it. That was it, ladies and germs. The blind. Mwah. We love you.
Love you, George.
Love you, Beverly.
Love you, Beverly.
Boom. Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.